All right, the first thing you need to know is your body weight. I weigh 178 pounds right now, okay? The agreed upon thing is that you can have between 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per body weight, body pound. And so if I multiply 178 times 1.25, I end up with 222.5 pounds, or grams rather. So that's how much protein I can have. I'm gonna have the exact same amount of carbohydrates. So my protein's gonna be there, plus my carbohydrates are gonna be there. After that, I'm gonna convert that into calories. And to do that, you have to multiply your 225 times 4, because 222.5 grams of protein has 4 calories per gram. Same 222.5 grams of carbs has 4 calories per carb. So both of those come to 890 calories. 890 calories for each of those then can be divided by 9, because fat has 9 calories per gram. So what we end up with is technically, if you're following my math, and I can explain it in more detail later, but what it actually is 860 calories from carbs, 860 calories from protein, and 860 calories from fat equals 2,670 calories, which is exactly what I should be eating. Now, that's rough. These are using decimals and stuff, and I didn't really do that for my actual plan. My plan looks like this. 223, 99, and 223, which is pretty close to 222.5 and 98.88. So that's just where we got those, and 2675 is my calorie count. Okay, calorie count I actually don't care about. That's just kind of like a sum check. All right, I made a database of all of our food and everything it has on it. So protein powders, I usually have 2 of those per day. All right, that has 50 grams of protein, 25 in each protein shake. It has 3 grams of fat, 1.5 fat per protein shake, and 6 carbs per protein shake for 12 grams of carbs total. That brings my total grams allowable left. That's what I have left, and that's how many calories I have left to eat. Go back over here. I usually have around 12 ounces of grilled chicken. I have sweet potato. I think I'm having 6 ounces today of sweet potatoes. I did have pasta today. I had 2 servings of pasta. I didn't have any broccoli. I did have 3 cups of whole milk. The 3 cups, 1 cup I put in my espresso, so for a latte, and 2 cups are 1 for each of the protein shakes. And so now for 3 of those, if you look, those have 24 protein, 24 fat, and 36. So now my numbers are starting to get lower, and this is how many I have left to eat them within ratio. We'll go back over. I have a tablespoon of butter total throughout the day, mostly with my omelet. I had 4 of our homemade protein balls, and we actually did all the calories on that to make sure I have 15 grams, 22 grams of fat, and 45 grams of carbs. Now you'll notice some of these have started to black out, and the reason that they're blacking out is because if I have 1 serving of those, I'm probably going to be over on one of my macros, most likely carbs, because I don't have a lot of carbs left. So that's the way I wrote this spreadsheet. It tries to tell me, hey, don't have these. My algorithm isn't perfect yet, but it's pretty close. So basically, I'm not going to be able to have any more whole milk. I'm not going to be able to have any more Cheerios or honey, because those are all carbs, and I don't have enough carbs left. So let's keep going down and figure out what else I've eaten. I did have 4 large eggs today. In my omelet, I had a 1/4 cup of ground beef in my omelet, and I had a 1/4 cup of cheese in my omelet. So now we're getting really, really close to being done for the day. Let's scroll back up. So when it turns green, that means it's within 5 grams. So within 5 grams, I'm close enough. That's my tolerance. I need a little bit more protein for the day. And actually, so I'm looking back at what I actually did today, and I did not have a banana. I didn't have any. Oh, I remember what I did. I actually ended up having 13 grams of chicken, or ounces, 13 ounces of chicken. And that changes everything. So I am within range for the day of all of my macros now. Now, if I decided that I was gonna have 15 grams of chicken, then this would turn red because I'm now over by a greater amount than 5. So if I was at, if I had gone over by 5.0 grams, it would still stay green and say you're within your tolerance. But when you go over by more than 5, it's gonna go ahead and turn red and it's gonna tell you, no, that's too much, you got a problem. So that's what counting macros ends up looking like. And go back to what I actually did eat today, and it was 13. Yeah, so the goal is every single day, tracking every single food, tracking all of the proteins, the carbs, and the fats of every single food, and trying to make this up here look green. And I have my tab for me, and I have Tanya's tab for her. And today she's doing pretty well. She's got to have a little more, what will she have? Tuna fish, and then probably a clementine. And clementines are all carbs, and tuna fish is all protein. So that's the kind of stuff we're doing. Yeah, I think I'm in the green for today. Look at that, it's perfect.